Hey guys, Plat here. We're going to start playing some 7 Days to Die. I'm starting a new survival game randomly generated with the good old Dead Beef game name. I've not tried this seed before. Standard options were changed up to Warrior, and persistent profiles are on. Modded options knocked up the loot abundance slightly, reduced loot respawn time, turned airdrops on, just kind of speeding up the gameplay a little bit. Now we're on PC with Alpha 16.4, that's build 8. And this is actually my first video ever, so I'm not too sure if I'm any good at recording, editing, playing this bloody game, or anything like that. So let's start, and I'll give you a brief overview whilst we get going. Now, I've also had to apologise if I cough a little bit. First up, I'm by no means a pro gamer of any sort of the sense. I've racked up 278 hours, and I've got a full-time job. This won't be making me any money. I'm not going to put any adverts in it or anything like that. But I thought I would record some of the gameplay, might record some of the multiplayer if the other guys are keen with it too, put it on YouTube. Maybe you guys can learn from it, or you can comment on whatever stupid shit we've done that we could have done better. And that's the main thing, is just sharing knowledge, getting feedback. I've been watching some other guys that put their videos online, and it's pretty entertaining, if not informative. And gaming is a good way for my brain to check out from the day to day, of business and IT and whatnot. So put a few hours a week into it, nothing huge. Now I don't know how long I'm going to record for either, or how much I'm going to cut out. Haven't even created my YouTube channel yet, which is later me's problem. It's not going to be PG rated, not by any stretch of the imagination. I swear a bit in real life as it is. I swear more when I'm drinking. I'm drinking right now. I'm having a glass of really, really cheap bread that's actually pretty nice. Good old Aussie goon bags. And I swear even more when I'm playing this game because it's scary as shit. Have you ever had a die will sneak up behind you and just destroy you, especially when you've got the lights turned off in your house? Um, yeah, you'll be puckered. So not PG. Also, if I do record some of me and the other guys playing full Dark Lord and Nexus, well, the stuff that usually comes out is whatever the far end of PG is for your country, whether that's, R-rated or anything else like that. Now, this is an interesting looking seed already. Um, where's my game audio at? Have I got any? Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah. No, I just haven't really got anything. What's going on? Oh yeah, yeah, there is some game audio. All right. Um, Now in this, I've got two mods, which you've probably already figured out right now. The first one, I'm going to pause it because time is precious. First one is simple UI. I really like this extended UI. Down the bottom there, you've got your level, experience, player kills, death, and something else I forgot. You also can see your temperature, your food and water, and up the top, you've got your elevation, which you can see changing, and the world temperature. So I find it a little bit more intuitive. And, if only I had a bow already. I find it a bit more intuitive and really quite like it. The other one is Compo Pack. Now, I don't know the PIs too well. One doesn't look familiar though, so that could be from Combo Pack. Both of these are free. They just add a bit more to the game. So I'm really enjoying them. I've been watching a few different guys playing games on YouTube and picking up, what different packs they add. Really? Come on. Give me some wood. Not that sort of wood. Now, if I can, ideally, I want to knock up a bow really quickly. I can't even remember what I need for a bow. Grass, wood, that sort of stuff. Let's have a look. Now, I also, more wood. I also love the keyboard shortcuts in this game. Even if you're crafting something, hitting wrong key, Control F to jump there, fantastic. So if you guys see any that I'm not doing, if I'm clicking stuff that I don't need to, feel free to leave a comment. Comments are great, actually. I want to get a bit more involved with the community and, start bouncing ideas off, for God's sake, start bouncing ideas off each other, see what we can come up with and make this game better for everyone. I'm also going to try and push some feedback back to the devs if I can. They've got a pretty good forum that they're all fairly active in, and I've left a few posts in there, both about general optimizations and sweet, and what they're doing with Alpha 17. Joel's been putting up a lot of videos. One of the big issues that I had when I first started playing, which incredibly I haven't actually had since, is this really weird micro stutter or lag. Now, one of the devs said that they fixed this. I'm not sure how fixed is, but I wrote up a pretty extensive. Where did he go? I wrote up a pretty extensive post about everything that I'd tried to resolve this myself, and I went to extremes. I stuck a second hard drive from my computer and installed a completely different OS. I'm on Windows 10 now build. There is 1803. I think this is the Vista of Windows 10 builds. It's a fucking nightmare. I'll get more into that later. But I installed Windows 8.1 Pro. I still had my old key and media, so I gave that a shot. Didn't even fix it. And I left one of the guys, whoever he was, some feedback on that. We've got to get this guy. Hoping that whatever situation caused the micro stutter that I was getting, that it doesn't happen again, because that was absolutely infuriating. These guys are squirrely. What's he even running for? Just prancing around. Fucking hell. If I can start with some meat, that would be fantastic. Now the problem is I don't have really anything to harvest it with yet. Nice. So I'm going to really have to just knock up a stone axe, which is all but just about there. I really should have made one of those first. This going to be a bit of a pain. So yeah, Alpha 17 looks like it's got some really good stuff coming along, and I do apologize if I just stop talking, or if I just, start talking shit, or if my phone rings and I answer and completely forget I'm recording. I've never recorded a video before. I've never posted anything, so I've got no clue what I'm doing or how to achieve this. The next problem is going to be actually creating a YouTube channel and editing this, because stuff's bound to happen, or I'm going to find that I can't say certain words on YouTube, and it's going to be required. But we'll see how it goes. Some of the channels I watch are pretty explicit, so there's got to be ways around that. So, to give you a bit of background, I work in IT, as I kind of touched on before. So I've got a bit of experience with gaming in and out over the years. One of that was actually working on the Desura project. Scott, who started that before he sold it to Linden Labs, was a mate from years ago, and they eventually wanted to port it to Linux. So I had some experience with Linux programming. So I worked with them for a while over in wet and cold Melbourne on the eastern states, and primarily worked on porting it to Linux. Probably got about 90% of the way there at that point. Didn't have much time for it anymore. I was working from home. I just moved around, but that was a great project. I met a lot of really, really good guys in the gaming community, especially kind of the open source and indie gaming realms. If you haven't heard of Desura, that is, now owned by Linden Labs, but Scott, who created it, also created IndieDB and ModDB. ModDB is the oldest. God knows how old that is now. But yeah, really, really cool open communities that just support gaming and people like you and I. So that was good fun. And then over the years, I've played a few different games going back. God, how God knows how long now. How old am I? 17 years. If we go back 17 years, I would have been playing Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition. That's good fun. I should get this quest done just to get them out of the way. You do get some skill points at the end, so they're pretty good. I'll try and move about and pick some stuff up on the way. There you go. Unreal Tournament Game of the Year edition. I love that. There was a couple of Unreal Tournaments. There's a goddamn dozen or so of them. But Game of the Year edition was just a lot of fun. There were some other games around there. I mean, even before that, playing Wolfenstein in 3D, that sort of stuff. I've always been on PC. I've never been a console gamer. I can't use my thumbs for anything besides hitting spacebar and holding my mouse. So that's not going to happen. I gave GoldenEye and Mortal Kombat a go on, what was that? N64 and something else, maybe even Dreamcast back in the day. I just am not capable of it, so it didn't really happen. Let's get this bed all knocked up. PC games are the way to go. And then I started playing Counter-Strike. That one, when I was younger, it was really good. As I got a little bit older, it kind of just wore thin. Got involved kind of just as CS 1.3 came out. I'm not sure how many of you watching that would have ever played CS 1.3. It was kind of like when it just got stable, they changed heaps of stuff. I think that's when the Colt M4A01 was introduced. And it was a decent improvement. It really, really was. And I played that through to 1.6. 1.5 was probably my favorite. 1.6 was pretty good, tinkered with Half-Life and whatnot, and some of those other mods that came out around Half-Life at the time. But 1.5 was where I was at. Can't even talk, I haven't even had one glass of wine. Chuck this down in case, not in case, for when I get slaughtered. 1.6 was good, kind of minor incremental update, introduced some huge issues, so they released a whole pile of patches within a short period of that. And then CS Source. That was, I guess, really when Valve released the Source engine. Gabe Newell was pretty proud of that. They moved every game across to Source. So CS Source was primarily graphics, I guess. There was gameplay changes, but I didn't really follow those gameplay changes. I just wanted to keep shooting stuff, as I guess a lot of people did. And there's a few really good mods for that as well. I cannot remember half of them, but you know, the knife fighting or the kind of one-on-one stuff, that was all pretty good. Following that, I can't even remember what I played back then. Morrowind. Morrowind was awesome. So when's this going back to? This is going back 10, 11, 12 years. I don't know. Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Before this, Oblivion and Skyrim and whatever all the others are called. Morrowind 3 was where it was at. That's where it all started. So I played that and really, scrap and make another one. Played that, really enjoyed it. I played Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. I remember playing that because I've always been into arrows in games, and that had a really good arrow system. As far as you know, the arching of the arrow, you could dip your arrow tip into a flame, set it on fire. You could headshot people. Pretty good. It was like an early Assassin's Creed, which I never got into personally, but you know, from what I've heard and seen, that's what it was. Love me or hate me for saying it, I really don't give two tosses. And then I kind of didn't really touch the gaming community. Like my brother and my best mate game from time to time as well, but we've all got so much stuff that we do in our life that isn't gaming. You know, I'm lucky if I get 6 hours sleep a night without touching a game, let alone if I put in some hours like I did last night. I think we were on until 3 in the morning, so that was a solid, I don't know, 8 hours or so of play. And that screwed me because I still wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning, so I'm pretty knackered. Um, but I did play a few little games in between. One really notable one was Lugaroo. I don't know if you guys have seen this. They've made a few other games now, such as, I think, well, they've made a pile of games actually. Some are terrible, but some of them are pretty good. But then Lugaroo 2, essentially, which was going to be called, or is called Overwatch or Overgrowth or something. I forget now. I'd have to have a look in my Steam library. That was just awesome. Luger itself is phenomenal. So you kind of this little martial arts bunny. I strongly recommend you go and check it out or even buy it. I got it through the Humble Indie bundle, and I think it was in the first bundle maybe because they started that. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, or don't care. Yeah, it was awesome. It was different. You could kind of like what was that game back in the day? There was a game that was played on the Cube, and you could kind of tie your what are we doing? Gotta wear all of this. You could tie together your moves, and Lugaroo, you're this bunny, you're fighting other bunnies and wolves and all sorts of shit like that. But you could chain your moves together, and it was so good. Then you got knives, you could get battens, all sorts of stuff like that. Um, So it's quite challenging, and it got harder and harder as it went on. And there was a bit of a storyline to it, so it wasn't bad. If you know, there's a couple of indie guys wanting to make their own game. Graphics were average, but honestly, you play for 10 minutes, you're not going to notice the graphics. It was just enthralling. And I started trying to beat my own bests. You know, this is damn near before Steam. No, it's not. It was when Steam first came out, because I redeemed it on Steam. But you get all these little achievements. I don't think there's Steam achievements then. So you get these achievements. You got to you know, kill them by cutting their throat a certain number of times or something like that. It was good fun. Um, but after that, I don't think I really gamed for years. I might have played a bit of the existing games that I played, uh, or existing stuff that I had in my Steam library. I picked up a lot of Humble Indie bundles. So, I don't know, I've got 100 odd games in there. About half of them are probably from the Humble bundles. Just sidetracking, by the way. I'm kind of just commenting on gaming for this first video. I don't know why I did that. Um, I'm just commenting to give you guys a bit of background because it is my first video. If you don't care, feel free to skip over it. I might even put a note in the comments of where to skip to so you can, stop listening to this shit. Check out this house. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. I've got to drink more wine, get into the flow of it. I'm not really nervous. I'm just not a talker. Nepper. The fuck's Nepper? Alright, let's see. It's kind of camo colored, so I'm a bit cautious about mines. Really cautious. Good chance I'm just going to blow up, but we'll see. This is like a fully fledged defense base. That is awesome. And I just happened to spawn on this random map. I just came up with the dead beef seed myself. Where am I? Wouldn't have a clue, but I'm in the southwest. Funny that, because I actually live kind of regionally in the southwest. It's a pretty huge area, so I'm not really giving too much away. Great, great part of the country, Australia, that is. My home and my pride. Not really strongly patriotic. I just think this is a brilliant country. If you've never been here, I'd strongly encourage it. It's not the sort of, desert, derelict, backwater shit that I think a lot of foreigners expect. It is if you go inland, don't get me wrong. I've driven across the Nullarbor. There's nothing out there. The black stump's not a mystery. There's black stumps everywhere. Yeah, this is something different. I'm going to grab a screenshot of that. Yeah, good place though. I really enjoy my camping. There's no zombies, camping, full driving, fishing, so Southwest works pretty well. There's plenty of that around. Now, what am I seeing over there? Bow. A rock. Yeah, go mate. Arrows. Alright, sweet. That'll keep me going for a while. Is this actually made of stone or just... Oh, look at that. I don't know what that covering is. Alright, so that's just painted. But that stuff is solid. That's concrete. That's what I want. This makes me so apprehensive. What is this point? It cannot be from vanilla. How would I even... Stone got me again. So you get in there, clearly. I'm just puckered now. Like, why would this... Oh, that's a bit of a fuck up, I guess. Why would this be here? Let's hope these aren't made of steel. Oh, you're kidding me. Is there any way I can nerd pole this? This might work. It's just a single layer and then it's steel or something above that. Like, oh no, it's just a wooden box. Alright, we might be in luck, guys and girls. Sorry. What? Knock up some frames. You always need frames whether you're nerd polling, filling holes, that sort of stuff. That's enough of that. Give me my axe back. There we go. Weak. Alright, can I nerd pole up the side? One of you, yeah, can from, it's going to be here. One of you has probably seen this before and knows exactly what it is. Feel free words. To give me some info in the comments, because I got no idea. Did I misline this up? Now, I'm using a $20 keyboard. Oh, yeah, $20 keyboard and mouse, so not the best gaming stuff. I've actually got a gaming mouse I got the other day sitting next to me. Kind of on discount, don't know how good it is. I need that mod where you can get through stuff when you crouch. That would be awesome. Also, this is just a mess. That's not how I usually have things. I'd have that. Chuck those down. Chuck that down. That'll do for now. There is a mod that I've seen where you can crouch and get through stuff that is one high. That I'm really hoping that that ability is in Alpha 17, which is going to experimental soon. If you have a look at their developer diary, they're doing, pardon me, see, I can't get through that. They're doing some really, really cool stuff with it. So, oh, thank God. So everyone's really excited. I'm absolutely pumped for it. It is a bit sad that we'll have to restart some of the worlds that we've got over 100 days in, 100 levels, that sort of stuff. Historically, they don't release anything to upgrade your old save files to the new save file format, but you can kind of understand that too. I mean, they change. This is awesome. They change so much in every release as they iterate through. You know, like they had Quest version 1 in Alpha 15, 16 whenever they released it. Alpha 17, they're reworking the old Quest engine, which I guess you could call Quest version 2. So it just won't be compatible. It looks like they're putting in. There we go. So I'm right, gonna have to put a hatch there. Nice use of a little quarter lump, quarter something. What do you call it? This is amazing. This was an absolute win, guys. Uh, I couldn't build something this good myself. Like this, I could. It just take fucking ages. Um, I completely missed that somehow. All right, I'm special. Don't even worry about it. What were we talking about? Yeah, crouching. So crouching would be good. There's a lot of features though. Go check it out. Experimental soon. Joel puts a lot of stuff on his YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description to that as well, showing off some of the new stuff that will or won't be in it because there's so many changes. Oh, I can even farm up here. Excellent. This is it. This is home. I don't see any reason, unless there's no trader anywhere nearby, but we'll see. So, really, let's quickly go place these wood frames to close off that hole that's kind of at eye height level, just so nothing can see us and, you know, want to get in and give us a bad time. I'll just simply plonk a couple down here, give them a quick upgrade that knocks out the quest and resolves that issue. Now, I will probably put some bars or a door or even a ramp for the bike. I need a bike already. So I can get out there later a bit more effectively. It kind of looks like it's meant for a drawbridge, drawbridge, can't talk. So that's most likely what I'll stick up there. Now this next quest, after this quest, I think it's going to tell me where to find a trader, and I'm hoping that's not a million miles away because I don't really not use traders much, but I'm hoping to in this version. Might leave that as it is for now. It actually looks pretty cool, and it will be handy. We'll check out these rooms in a bit. For now, bedroll for the win. Campfire as well, since they want to craft that. What do we got here? This is probably going to be our storage and cooking area. It looks pretty sweet for it. Did I accidentally click an option just for no zombies? Because this is absurd. Oh, I put it on warrior mode. I know I picked that. I use for everything. Pretty good bedroom, I guess. It's just too quiet, isn't it? We'll have to go exploring. So, 2:30 in the game. So plenty of time. 0 points. Got a level. Got to finish the quest. Oh, it's got some. Oh yeah, that was me. Now, if you hear anything weird in the background, I've got some washing on, so the washing machine's probably going to make some sounds at some point. I should have actually noted what time I started recording. I've got no idea what time that was. Game starts at 8 a.m. 1 hour real life per game day. It's 2 p.m. now, so that's 1/4 of a day, which is 15 minutes, 5 minutes load the game before then. I'd say it's at 4:38 p.m. Just gonna write that down. 4:38. I'm gonna guess I started recording, and we'll go from there. I might take a break in the middle because well, I'm not used to talking so much. We'll see how that gets on. Now, I do normally play multiplayer. I think I mentioned this. I'm not sorry if I repeat myself. I'm not sorry if I'm really monotone either. There might be some laughs at some point, but as I said, I'm tired. I was up late. I normally live off more sleep, and I just dozed on the couch watching a bit of YouTube before. So the wine should pick me up. A few scary moments in this game should pick me up. We'll see what happens. But yeah, multiplayer, that's my jam. This is kind of handy. It's got coffee too. Sweet and goldenrod. All right, brilliant. Yeah, that's taking out that whole block anyway. That's technically a stove, so you know what? That's where our fireplace can go. Look at that. Perfect. I don't have any murky water yet. That'll be fine. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. Now, what else am I missing? That's it. That's all there is here. It's just purely good defense. Now let's have a look and see if we can see any zombies or anything else out there. So we've got water just over there, which is good to know. Some vehicles we can loot. That's where we came from before. Does this seed just not include zombies? Oh no, there's a crawler. I don't know if I can hit him from here. Doubt it. Oh yeah, there's a cheerleader. This is a bit of a stretch. Oh, look at that. Kills are good for experience if you can get them. Alright, I'm just getting worse. I should have quit while I was ahead, but I want this kill. Come on, get him in the head. Really? I forget what it's like being level 1. You've got no stamina. You've got, no good weapons. What's the chance I'm going to fall and break my leg? Jesus Christ, die already. There we go. No stamina, no good weapons. You're a pretty goddamn newbie. You just kind of got to do the best with what you got, which is really jack shit. But you get there pretty quick. Speaking of Alpha 17, I mean, it's good, but I hope they nerf mining as far as XP that you get. Because, once you've got a good iron pickaxe or, even steel, if you've got your sex rates up a bit and can deal with the stamina punch, you just level so fast, especially if you get an auger. God damn, it's just levels for days. So they've got to nerf that. We haven't even looted yet. How bad is that? Oh, look at that. Winning. Yeah, it's not really fair because you get some people that level really hard kind of nearby you in a multiplayer game. Your game stage goes up a fair bit from that, and then you're left screwed by these hordes that you just cannot touch. Just disappointing there's not much looting here, but what can you do? Um, I've already forgotten where my nerd pole was. Out one of these. Yeah, really? Come on. You guys are probably raging right now. Like, you know exactly where it is. It was, yeah, it was out here on the other side. I remember now. And I think that was all there was to loot. There is nothing down here, but we can put some sweet lights in. Trapdoor. I mean, those are strong as hell. There is no getting through those. I kind of want to repair the little bit of damage I did. I could get down there, exploding crossbow bolts. It'll be sweet. That's later me's problem. That's a horde night sort of thing. We may not even stay here. Now, first things first, we've got 2 wide and 2 wide. I've got a 3 wide over here. Just got to look at where stuff's going to go. So we're probably going to want 2 fireplaces, 2 workbenches, and we'll be able to put then, I guess, yeah, cement mixer there, and then we'll fit a chemistry station there. Over here, I don't know what I'm going to put, but I'm going to have to fill this place with storage. I really am. Now, I'm going to use these secure storage chests. Start with 2 because they mount on the wall and they don't require nails. Nails are a pain in the hole to start with, so we'll go without them. Now, you'll notice a couple of things about this simple UI mod besides that stuff down the bottom. You've got bigger output, you've got bigger inputs for a lot of stuff, especially the basket. The basket fits heaps. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's definitely handy, and I'm used to it at this point. I probably wouldn't know how to play. What am I doing? It's breaking me a little bit. It's not how I normally like to place them. 'Cause I like to have labels, but I guess I have labels along the top. I don't know what I'll have underneath, but for now, it's just going to be misc. Anything I don't need, scrap that. Hold on to that. Never put that down, did I? Alright, gotta do that. Spare, spare. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Want to make a shiv with that. Sweet. Got some meat as well. Gonna work towards whatever we can make with meat as quick as possible, I guess. Ideally beef stew, get that wellness up a bit, but that's not a problem for right now. What is a problem is going to be a bed roll. Now, I reckon right here, the windows are all boarded up. Looks pretty nice. I've got some sexy piping for some reason. I think these other rooms, I mean, they're a bit further away. I've already fucked that one up a bit, so someone else can have that. This is kind of like a guest room. I want it near the kitchen. I like eating. Let's, you're killing me. Really? Yeah, that'll do. Although now it's, see, I should have had it right in the doorway, so you can just spawn, run, grab your shit, go, done. Don't even worry about it. But that's not going to happen. I've got shiv, arrows, torch. Kind of don't need that other chest right now either. Wow, that's driving me mental. I guess I've got to go out and loot and explore a little bit. It's 1717 game. I was just watching him to see what it was doing. And I'll keep nerd polling in and out of here. Now that's on the south side, so I'll have to keep that in mind. Let's go. We didn't finish looking around, did we? Doesn't look like there's much, but the roads are always promising. So probably follow the roads to the east. Oh shit. Splint's not going to happen, is it? What do I need for the splint? Duct tape. God's sake, for duct tape and glue and paper. Glue. I need a bone. I've already used my bone. Where was that dude I knocked down just before? There it is. Yeah, Alpha 17 quests should be pretty good too. It should be a good improvement on this quest system. One of the guys that I watch a little bit of, Cage 848, there's a bone. Let's go back around this other side and see if I can quickly sort this out. He plays a few different mods. One of the mods that he plays, or just started playing, I'm not sure how far behind in it I am. Is Darkness Falls, I think it's called. I think that was the one I just started watching today. And oh hey bud. Alright, let's sort him out first. And yeah, it looks really good. I forget where I was going with that. Something about glue recipes, I forget. Yeah, look at that. A few things I don't like about it, but it's definitely got its advantages. They've added a lot of stuff now. That's right, quests. So you can actually buy quests from these kind of quest guards near the trader or in the traders. And I'm guessing that's similar to what they're doing with Alpha 17. We'll have to see. Go watch some of the videos though. I'll leave a link to the dev diary in the description if I remember. And if you check it out, you'll probably enjoy it. You know what? I can nerd pulse just there. That's closer, less broken legs. Right. And then on the other side, just do that. So yeah, these quests I'm not the biggest fan of. Or treasure maps. What did I get? It's from the crazy. Yeah, what's that say? Kill some nurse zombies. Look, I'll take it. Why not? It doesn't hurt to do it in the background. Now, I don't have any glue. Glue, campfire, bottle. I don't even have any of that. Do I have any glass jars? I don't even have any glass jars. Fuck it. Broken leg. Later me's problem. Sprained leg, sorry. It'll be a broken leg in 37 minutes. Don't even worry about it. I'm brilliant at broken legs. Night before last when we were playing, I went through 13 splints in like 5 hours. It was ridiculous. Not even going to try and justify it, but I will blame it on alcohol. Right now, I said I like bows in games, and I really do, but I've recently learnt the power of melee weapons in this, so I'm going to be focusing on that. The only thing is, you really need stam to get in and out, and really, come on, bud, bird's nest, and do a decent amount of damage. As soon as your stam's out, you're up shit creek. Oh, alright, this is getting tedious. But yeah, if you use it from the start, you're going to build up your skills and your blunt. Come on, go down. Fucking hell. Gonna use up your skills in your blunt weapon. Oh, level your skills in your blunt weapons faster. Really? You got a higher head, bud? And that's definitely advantageous. Yeah, it's going to benefit you a lot in all sorts of situations. Now, I'm not going to kill all of them. We can pick them off at night time. They're everywhere. And those guys seem to take ages to kill. I guess, again, low level, not as bad as the bloated tourist guys, or Fat Steve, whatever they're called. There's a lot of these guys just hanging around here. Now, hopefully, there was a car too. I don't think I loaded that car. I'll have to go back for it in a minute. We don't have too long though, until night time. Bit of meat, awesome. Always love me some meat. Take it how you want it. Maybe I did loot that car. I've honestly got no recollection. I'd assume that I did since we spawned right next to it. So sorry if I'm wasting your time. I'm just gonna have a drink whilst I'm running. Real drink, that is, not in game. No, I didn't. All right, didn't waste my own time. Get my scavenging skill up. Nothing in there. Brilliant. Thank you. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. I mean, there's got to be some stuff somewhere. I'll keep going this way for a bit. Get my athletics up. Hopefully, close. Find some jars. That's what we need. If we get some jars, get some bottled murky water, knock that into some glue with the bones that we picked up. Oh, I should have shivved that other guy. Got some bones out of him, axed him, whatever. Make a splint and stop running like a retard. Now look, guys, I'll just say as well, I mentioned that I swear a lot. I'm also probably going to be politically incorrect to a large degree because that's just how I talk. It's kind of like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys, that scene where he's in the court. Uh, I wonder if YouTube will let game tits on it. That's a genuinely good question. Neebs does. Neebs has it. They blurred it for a while and then they just stopped doing that, so we'll see. I forget what I was talking about now. Oh, old Pierce Tits is back up. Oh yeah. So look, um, I'm have nothing against anyone really. I'm a pretty calm, collected, loving person. But I will say some stuff that might offend some people. If I do, well, that's your problem. You're choosing to be offended at the stuff that I've said. I'm not trying to offend you, and I'm not being particularly or intentionally offensive. I like to think if you feel a certain way, that is your reaction. That's not someone else's doing. You don't have to react that way. Same as, fuckwits make me angry. That's my problem. They don't make me angry. I'm angry when I'm around fuckwits, as I'd like to think a lot of people are. End of rant though, point in case was using the term retard. If stuff like that bothers you, well, there's plenty of other channels out there, and you can click the dislike button. Go for it, bud. Because I don't make money from this. I don't particularly care. I don't think you can get disliked until you're removed from Facebook, but hey, if I'm wrong, that could be a good challenge when I get bored of this shit. So, you could have a jacket that I want. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a good chance I'll do like 2 or 3 of these. I'll get too tired to just keep bothering with it, and then I'll see what I can do to destroy my YouTube channel. Pardon me. Maybe. We'll see. Now, I'm gonna try not crafting more arrows than I really need. I'm gonna use them because, I mean, kills are levels and they're just good. Need those for the skill points. But I'm hoping to get a crossbow sooner rather than later, which is, I guess, my preferred ranged weapon. Go down. Uh, oh, all right, dead and dead. Yeah, they're my preferred ranged weapon. That hurt. But I'm not keeping my hope up. No, I'm not going to use that. That'll help. Don't know about eating that chili or whatever it is. God damn, now I'm hungry thinking about it too. Let's speed up this process. There we go. Get some more bones out of this. Make some more glue. Make some more duct tape. You got no idea how infinitely valuable glue and duct tape is. Once you get into crafting some more stuff, I'm not sure who's watching this or who will watch this other than me. So could very well be talking to myself, but don't worry, I'm good at that too. Glue, duct tape. What was I ranting about? Yeah, so for some retarded reason, you need duct tape to make paper. Now, I don't know what paper the devs use where they're from. I mean, maybe they're in Russia and all the paper over there is like tank proof or something. Who knows? But I'm pretty certain it's really hard to make paper out of duct tape. Clothing, yeah, I can understand that. Not paper. And paper does become something that you really start to need once you're getting into shotguns. It's amazing how quickly you fly through it. But the glue, though, Jesus Christ. The thing that. Oh, yeah. Cool. I've never done that with a car myself, but it looks like it would be really interesting to achieve. Sweet. Glue, glue, glue. Talking shit about something. Oh, sweet. More to loot. Time's getting really late, though. Exploding crossbow bolts. That is the need for glue. God damn, do you go through. Oh, bruh, sweet. Now, what have we got here? That's going to be good. It looks like there might be coal under there. Yeah, let's do this. No, no, no. Yep, sweet. Now, let's just get into this building. We can camp out here for the first night. We have 2.5 minutes in real life. The 1 hour... Oh, what's the chance I've done this math wrong? So my understanding is that the 1 hour in real life being 24 hours in-game, if you just divide that up, you get 2.5 real-world minutes per 1 hour in the game. So I kind of use that as a yardstick for a lot of things that I'm doing, especially if it's coming out to Horde Night, because all the times that it gives you when you're crafting shit is in real world minutes, not game minutes. So when you've got like 4 minutes 50 left on your crafting, oh, look at all this cotton, goldenrod. When you've got 4 minutes 50 left on your crafting, and you got a few minutes until Horde Night, you got to kind of quickly work out like, are you going to finish these bolts? With enough time to create whatever I love these houses, whatever the next thing is that you need. Damn it. And so that 2.5 multiplier works well. Down he goes. Now we will have to replace this door. We've got plenty of wood though. 2.5 multiplier, if I got that right. So 4 minutes or so, you know, you've got about 13 minutes, 30 seconds. 4.5 minutes, 13 minutes, 30 seconds of. Jesus. Oh, fuck, they're going to be running real soon. She's going to be the problem one. Hopefully she doesn't wake up the others. Because I don't want to deal with them running. She's going to get back up in a sec. I'll deal with that. Yeah, I've got enough arrows still. I'm going to start running so soon. I do not want to deal with it. Oh, I've got a message on my work phone. That is never a good thing. He's going to be running any second. Please go down. Please go down. Don't hit me. Oh. Alright. Alright. Cool. Door. Yeah, message on my work phone. That can't be good. I'll have a look at that in a sec, though. So let's just get this in place. Yeah, whatever. And we'll upgrade that slightly. Now, there is bound to be something up there. I do not want to disturb it. I don't have the patience for that. So, yeah, I'm going this way about it. It's going to take a bit longer to get stuff done. Ooh, painting. Now, these wooden chairs, great in fireplaces early on. Simply because, gathering anything can be a bit of a pain in the hole. So if you can get some wooden chairs, oh, glue, look at that. Splint. What am I missing? Duct tape, wood, cloth fragment. All right, all of those should be easy now. You know what? I'm not even going to use up that cotton yet. Cloth for days. Because if that sprain leg gets any worse, we're going to start having some problems. Duct tape. 4, 2. I'm going to break my leg again, so it'll be good to have some more. Although I then have a problem with room. I don't need that. I really don't care. What else have we got here? Another thing. The same one I've already read, I think. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. Snow rays, no, you can get fucked. Moldy bread, that can be handy. Goldenrod, definitely, definitely, definitely. Read, yep. Look, I hover on it, but I am actually hitting A. See, I can hit A and read stuff. I don't have to click it, it's just have it, I guess. So as much as I said I'm all about the keyboard shortcuts, don't have a go at me there. Duct tape for a splint. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right. And more cloth. All right. Sure. I can definitely do that. All right. I don't want you guys back. One of the interesting concepts in that, whatever that Cage 848 model I was just talking about, was it Darkness Falls? There's no clock. Like, you can't see the time in the way that they've changed the UI. I believe you you can go to the trader and see the time there. I know that for sure. I've got my gamma turned all the way up, by the way, guys, just in case you're wondering what's going on. Yeah, so you can see the time at the trader when you talk with the trader, and you can make a radio and place the radio. I don't think you can, nice. I don't think you can pick it up again though. So other than that, you've really got to listen out to the visual and the auditory clues. Listen out to the visual. Yep. If you've had enough LSD, you definitely can. Listen out to the auditory clues. There's visual clues as well, of course, like the sky. But what's his name? Chris or something, the developer said somewhere that you can hear crickets chirping at, 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. in game or something. So there's always little things like that that you can use to make your life a little bit easier. You can also cheat. I think there is something, I don't know, time, date, help. No, I can't be bothered with that. Oh, brass, brilliant. There's some command that tells you the time, and I don't blame YouTubers, YouTube content creators, if you're going to use that, because it seems like yeah, you really have to, fuck off. No, wrong thing. That, go away. That. You really have to plan your timeline fairly well. So you kind of got to know the time in game to a fair degree. Um, I'm not going to pay that much attention to it, to be honest. I'm just going to see what happens. Maybe play through a day or two. All right, storage is becoming an issue. What can we do here? We can dump some stuff that we don't need over in the SU. No, that's too far away. Trash cans. This is already other stuff in here. We can come back for that later. Oh, brilliant. No, need that. Glass jars, yeah, definitely going to use those. Oh yeah, trash cans are tiny. All right, trash cans and oven. All right, chest it is. Did not even think about that. I can't type currently. Secure storage chest. Boom. That can go there. That can go there. That can go there. And on the map, what should we use for this? That'll do. Drop chest. Cool. Now, grab all that stuff back and start dumping it in here. Nope. And I'm going to hold on to those glass jars in case I probably will go down to the water. Cotton, yeah. Splint, yeah, going to break my leg again. I'm bound to need to run back and grab some of this shit, but we'll see what happens. Don't need that right now. I already got some painkillers, iron arrowheads, don't need that. Got that, what down there? Yeah, I could have hotkeyed it. Don't even worry about it. Stone, wood, painkillers, splint, feathers, torch, arrows. Alright, that's looking pretty good for me. Grab that last thing out of, do that so often. Out of there, dump it in there. And we can continue looting then. Empty cupboard, empty cupboard, empty cupboard. Yay for vanilla cupboards. It's gotta be one of the most fucking painful things in the world. The loot is crap. One in every like 600 cupboards, you'll find something awesome. One of the few reasons that I actually search them though is just to get your skill up. So once you get your scavenging up to 20, you can then get your quality Joe. That makes it a bit more worth it. So the quality Joe, first 120 costs 8 points. Scavenging goes up naturally. So I don't spend points on anything that goes up just from it happening. I figure that's a bit of a waste. If I want better archery, I'll shoot more stuff with my bow or crossbow. I will get better at archery. Stuff that I'll put points into, Sex Rex for sure. Mine a 69er, you know, when we get there. And then, you know, weapon and tool smithing. In fact, yeah, done. Absolutely worth it because it lets you make stuff for one. Oh, butt hurts. It lets you make stuff. Can't really get it any other way. In some of the mods you can, but you just need them to make better quality stuff. So in a minute, I'm going to scrap this bow, club, and axe. Haven't made a shovel yet. Excellent. And I'm then going to make some better ones because I can craft level 50 now. If we find a workbench somewhere, I can craft a couple of level 50s and combine them up to a 150. And that'll be pretty good. The only thing is then it's going to knock our game stage up a bit. You know, we're pretty newbie, but we're going to be using higher level stuff. Oh, look at that. Problem solved. Scrap. So game stage gets knocked up a bit. Plant fibers. No, they're long gone. Fuck. Maybe. Damn it. I could have repaired that without needing plant fibers. Game stage gets knocked up a bit. You're not as good as the tools that you're using because you just kind of cheatily combine them in a, this sucks, in a forge. And then you just get butt raped by Horde Knight or even, you know, Screamers, Runners, whatever. So you've got to be careful about that. In the multiplayer game I was playing last night, all right, we're at we're using 600 stuff and we're kind of all around the level 80 to 120 mark. And we're just getting ferals and radiated and these light fixtures. I need to take those light fixtures too, because they will be brass. Oh, there's still that corpse over there. And an untouched cooler. Yeah, so we're getting hounded and we're not really prepared for it. We just started building a big fort, what we call a Colosseum, actually. It's really similar to that place I spawned in here, coincidentally. So that's pretty spun out. Can I get this without waking anyone? Yeah, when you're crouching, everything's naturally quieter. Now, I did have a gameplay idea, which is it's gonna take so long. I can't make plant fibers from anything. Could maybe try and sneak out the front. It seems. Let's see if we can really quickly get them. Nope. I'm gonna need a two, but you know, backups and all. Before I'll do it. Back inside. Close the door. Make the axe level 50. That'll do me. What was I saying? Yeah, so one of the guys I watch, I'll go over them all in a minute, but Cap, so CAPP00, he experiments with a lot of stuff you can and can't do in game, and how the kind of game physics work. So he's going to have to start all over again with Alpha 17. One of the things that he found though, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but if you go down far enough, you can't. Oh, 28, god damn. You cannot really be detected. So everything, you know, most things you do running your cement mixer, fireplace, shooting, crafting, forges, all that shit generates heat. Not actual heat, but it's kind of just like a heat map of activity on the 2D map. or 3D map really being voxel based, um, which determines when and where screamers will spawn. So my understanding from Cage's videos, sketch, once the heat gets to 100 for a given quadrant or whatever it's called, kind of a 16 by 16 or something region, uh, concussive 7, concussive 3, yeah, let's just say on. Then a streamer will spawn, and still on that, and then it resets. Um, then screamer sees you, screams, all screamers mates turned up, and if you're not really prepared for it, you're gonna get a bit of hurt. So, who puts an oven in a box upstairs? Oh, water. So if you're not prepared for it, sorry, if you dig down and put it low enough, well, the heat down there isn't close enough for a screamer to spawn. So, yeah, whoa, that's loud. So you're fairly safe. But that place that we've found, god damn, that is a fortress. I'm really impressed with it. I don't even know if I'll need to build it out. What I may do is that thing underneath where those steel columns or whatever were. I may then dig down from there. I don't know yet. I mean, we'll have to start a mine for resources at some point. We may go down from there, and then if it does get problematic, up the top enough. Is that someone sleeping? All right, might leave that a minute. If it does get problematic enough, then yeah, we can just relocate down there. That's kind of what we did in our multiplayer game. We were on the surface. We just built a base on top of a strip club, expanded it into a kind of little horde night defense base a little bit. Uh-oh. 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 Yep. And then that got too problematic. We just had screamers, calling ferals, calling infecteds. Oh God, it was a nightmare. Stay up there, buddy. So we dug down to the bedrock, to the bottom of the map, and we just started building down there. Still a bit of contention. All right, nice and safe in the corner. Bit of contention about, exactly how we lay it all out down there, but for now it's safe, and that's the main thing. Alright, so that's the traders. I didn't even think before. That's where I kind of need to head. I learned that lesson. I'm going to hold on to that. Cloth, cloth, cloth. Yeah. Oh, it's easily made. I won't bother about that. Food is becoming a bit of an issue. That's going to kill my hydration a bit. It is going to help me though. Am I going to get some hit points back? Yeah, there we go. Alright, knock back another one of those. Now, did I miss anything? No. Alright, so it's 2:39. I'm going to pause recording for the next however long that is, refill my drink, and we'll go from there. Catch you guys in a sec. No, that's the wrong button. I gotta stop recording and then start recording again, apparently. Why? Oh, that's only for broadcasting. I see. Alright, I'm using this shadow play or whatever it's called, the new NVIDIA thing.